Buy cheap and safe NBA 2K22 MT at NBA2King.com. You can use code Excapar, that's EXCAPAR, for 5% off your entire purchase.
Alright, we got what is probably the last tier list, unless we see an out of position 2 relatively soon, and I'll do like a tall PG's tier list. But yeah, we got the best Galaxy Opals. We've done point guards through centers, we've done best cards, we've done dark matters, and now we've done Galaxy Opals just because pink diamonds are fun. But I just don't think I'm really feeling doing a tier list on that. So we're finishing off with the Galaxy Opals. If you guys are excited, the like button down below, and if you want to check out any of those other previous tier lists that I was talking about, they will all be linked in the description down below. So just go have some fun and check them all out after this, so you can see who you should be running with. So anyway, we'll start it off with the hard pass tier. Not as many here. There's actually a lot of the Galaxy Opals are actually pretty good. So not worse than the best here. We got Baron Davis. Baron, has that Lillard jumper, which is actually pretty, nice. The only problem with him is that he just has that base dribble style, and for a point guard, that's basically like a death sentence at this point in the year. You'd rather have slasher, fundamental, anything like that. Base just is not good at all. Mari Stoudemire just has a pretty beta jumper, just not really a card that you want to use too much, if I'm being honest. On very quick, I think it'd actually be pretty nice, but on normal, I'm gonna have to say it's a no-go. Allen Iverson at 6 foot, with all of the crazy tall PGs that are coming out, Allen Iverson just really doesn't have a place in my team right now. Just paint mashing with how OP it is and how consistently you see it. Just can't really be running Allen Iverson right now. Gilbert Arenas is great. If he didn't have one of the worst jumpers, if not the worst jumper in the game, which is just kind of tough to see. And I think they give him the base dribble style as well. Like, they all around just did not want Gilbert to be a good card. This previous Zion just isn't very good. But back to the basket guy, playing power forward at center at 6'7", just no thank you. Tony Parker, again, just like Allen Iverson, very undersized. Good defense on the perimeter, though. But yeah, there's no real reason to run him. I will say I do prefer Allen Iverson quite a bit over Tony Parker, but just wasn't enough to put him up pretty damn solid. Terry Cummings has one of the slowest jumpers in the game, but just all around isn't really an impactful card on the court. Kyle Lowry has a pretty decent jumper, but base dribble style as a 6 foot PG. Again, being 6 foot in 2K22 right now is a curse, let alone having the base dribble style at 6 foot. There's just no reason to run Lowry. I love Lowry cards myself. I was a big Raptors fan for a long time, but yeah, not really it. And then Rick Barry, I just hate his jumper. Jump shot 18. That's really all it is. It's a personal vendetta that I have. If you disagree with it, that's fine. He can go up and pretty damn solid if you want him to. I just have a vendetta against Rick Barry. I've always hated his cards in my team when he's had this new jumper. So, no, thank you. Let's move it on. Still decent here. We got Bob Pettit, who does have step shot 14, and I do think he's a really good card. I just don't think that he really feels all that amazing when you're actually using him on a court. Maybe that's just something crazy with me, but Bob Pettit, good back to the basket guy that can kind of shoot. He can be all right. Zydrunas Ilgauskas got that Kent Bazemore jumper on that normal timing. Zydrunas Ilgauskas is a 7'3" guy who is absolutely massive on the court and can shoot threes pretty well. The only problem that you'll notice with him is that he is slow as hell, which is obviously going to hurt you. Walt Frazier does have that really slow jump shot 36 that Terry Cummings has, but he does have it on the quick timing, which can kind of help, but I don't think it's quick enough to put him up there. He's a great defender, great slasher, and his playmaking is insanely good. I can't warrant having a card with that jumper higher on the list. Robert Parrish is like Bob Pettit with worse shooting but better defense. And again, I just don't think it really moves the needle too much to put him up any higher on the list. Pete Maravich, I still do not understand why they gave Pete Maravich the Ray Allen jumper on the normal timing. Maybe because they didn't want to put out a card just as good as their Dark Matter at level 40. But that would be their mistake anyway, because there's already better cards, so who really cares? But Pete Maravich, Ray Allen jumper on the normal timing, shifty dribble style. It's a super fun card. I have him myself. I've used him a decent bit. You can't really do too much when his jumper timing is all normal. It's kind of tough. Obi Toppin, jump shot 75. Yeah, on the normal timing to make sure I was remembering it correctly. It's actually pretty decent. But Obi is really obviously like a slasher and a pretty alright defender. He can shoot pretty well. Like, he's all around just like a pretty solid card. Not gonna say that he's like insane at any aspect, but he's still pretty good. Karl Anthony Towns, I just don't like his jumper personally. I just think that it's way too slow, way too baited, and it's just not really a jumper that I'm really excited to use. And he's got an interesting dribble style. I think all around he's a decent card, but nah. Bill Sharman has the Kemba Walker jumper on quick, and he's actually like pretty damn solid, if I'm being honest. The only problem, at least with me, with those Bill Sharman cards, doesn't have the ability to dunk, and I just think that at this point, you gotta have the ability to do everything at every position. So that kind of just knocks him down, although I do think this card is actually pretty solid. We got Danny Granger up next. Danny Granger is a great card. I mean, the dude's got jump shot 29 on the normal timing. He has a bad dribble style, though. I just don't think that Danny Granger is really all that crazy. He's a great cone in my team, but we have so many, like, Jason Tatum and stuff like that that are always amazing that I just don't really think it makes too much sense to use him. Next is my man CP3, Chris Paul. Now, Chris Paul, obviously, is just one of those guys who is just undersized, but I do think he's one of the best undersized cards in the game, so he can kind of get away with it. But still, obviously, he's in one of the bottom tiers, so I guess I can't really hype him up too much. We have Blake Griffin and Dominique Wilkins, both those all-star cards. I just think both of these guys, I just don't think are all that great. Like, they're decent enough, they're just not amazing, so they just kind of got put in the pretty damn solid tier. Right, now we can go to the next page where we have some people selling still decent. We got Michael Jordan. MJ just has his jumper on the normal timing because the slash dribble style just not good for an MJ card in the slightest. So obviously it gets stuck in the pretty damn solid tier. Gus Williams, Kemba Walker jumper again on quick. Fundamental dribble style. He's a decent card. He's just nothing crazy, nothing you're too excited about. Grant Williams, jump shot 1, great slasher, but on normal timing isn't really all that great. It gets to the basket, plays some good defense, but in my opinion, no thank you. Allen Houston, base dribble style, and the Ray Allen jumper on normal, just good for a cone, but not a card that I am excited to use on my team every single day. And Jerry Lucas, again, Ray Allen jumper on the normal timing, big dribble style, decent card, but I'm just not really all that excited about Jerry Lucas. Sorry, Jerry Lucas. Pretty damn solid here. We got my man Bill Walton, who I'm actually a massive fan of. Jump shot 37 on quick. All around great defender. He's got that shifty dribble style as a center. I love him as a center. I think Bill Walton is actually really fun. I know it might be a bit of a weird take to say that Bill Walton's actually a really good center. But some people sleep on him a little bit. I think he's actually pretty nice. Carmelo Anthony has his mellow jumper on normal / dribble style. He can be great. I just think that Melo's not as good as he could be, which is sad because I'm obviously a big Melo fan. I'm a big Q's fan myself. It's kind of tough, knocking him down that low, but sometimes it's got to be done. Andre Iguodala, Iggy jumper on quick, pretty nice. And the fact that the guy's got the slash dribble style is pretty decent. I mean, all around he's just a good defender. Will Chamberlain is a great back to the basket big. He's going to dunk at everybody. He's going to block shots. And he's going to rebound well, and he can kind of hit the midi. It's baited as hell, but he can hit the midi. Sharif Abdul-Rahim, I don't know why I always put these cards separate. Sharif Abdul-Rahim and Paul Millsap. These guys are the same card, jump shot 37 on quick. Slightly different dribble styles, but it's not really that big of a deal. Sharif is a better post guy and shooter. Paul Millsap's a better and slasher. But Paul Millsap's a league's better defender, and I think a slightly better playmaker. So those are the only differences between them. Thurl Bailey, jump shot 22 on normal, and I think the slash dribble style, but I'm not sure. He does have a dark matter. I don't really think you should go out of your way to get the dark matter at all, but you can. He is a pretty damn good card. Giannis kind of guy where you're playing great defense, you're finishing well, you're just doing a little bit of everything. Rafer Alston, Trey Burke base on the quick timing, and all around is super solid. He's just like a 6'2" PG that will feel a bit more like a pup on the defensive end than you may want. Nikola Jokic obviously has a jumper that is not very favorable for a lot of people. But I personally really like him. I think that he is absolutely insane when it comes to his ability to like just do everything at that center position. Some people obviously again don't really like Jokic cards, but I think he's super fun. I love the playmaking as a center position. He's just, in my opinion, really damn solid. We got my man Maurice Lucas, who has the Draymond Green jumper, jump shot 12, and is going to be absolutely amazing on that defensive end. There really just isn't anything he can't do there. Could still shoot, shifty dribble style. He's going to be a great playmaker. I think all around, he's actually a really good card that doesn't get as much love as he should, honestly. He's actually really good. Marc Gasol, he has such a 18 on quick, just like Nikola Jokic, but a better defender and a better finisher. But what you'll notice is he obviously can't play make as well, which is going to be a little bit tough. And then last but not least, we got my man LeBron James right there. Now, LeBron James is going to be a pretty decent card at just his ability to do everything. The problem that you'll just notice is that his dribble styles and all that great. But again, he does do everything pretty damn well. And then we got some more guys in the baby demon here with Jeremy Grant, who's obviously a really good card. I mean, Jeremy Grant can kind of just do what he wants, honestly. Jump shot 62 on quick. You got the quick dribble style. His defense is great. He can slash, but he's just all around pretty solid, man. Jared Allen is really here because he's an amazing defender, but still has jump shot 31 and a pretty decent 3-point rating, so he actually can go out there and shoot threes at a pretty consistent level. So you got to give him some love for that. All around, he's pretty nice. John Morant, I think we all kind of know what he does. PG jumper on normal, quick dribble style, some solid defense, some amazing slashing, and some good shooting. But when you have a counterpart like De'Aaron Fox, who has the same jumper you do, but on quick and just a bit better, and you have a dark matter, I think Baby Demon's fine for him. James Harden has his jumper on normal. We're gonna get a Opal Harden very, very soon. I 100% believe that, and I think once that happens, James Harden is going to be absolutely crazy. But I think right now with this one, he's just pretty good. A more unorthodox player who just kind of does what he needs to do and gets out of there. So again, all around, I think he's pretty damn good. Evan Mobley really is here for defense. He has a pretty decent jumper as well. It's obviously not the most like insane thing in the world, but it's obviously pretty solid. Just has it on the normal timing, which can be a little bit tough, but you know, it is what it is. We got Derrick Rose, who again has his jumper on the normal timing, but I still think that it's really easy to time, and most people will be able to get it down with whatever the hell they want. But sometimes it can be a little bit weak on the defensive end, who knows, but still all around, I think he's pretty solid. Darius Garland and Damian Lillard, again, I don't know why I separate these two cards, but Darius Garland and Damian Lillard are both just Lillard base cards. Lillard has the Lillard dribble style, and Garland has the quick dribble style. They're just great playmaking and shooting cards that can still finish a bit in the paint. They're just not going to like play too great of defense. That's essentially the story with them, really. Christian Laettner, jump shot 30, or Danilo Gallinari, I'm jumping ahead. Danilo Gallinari, the Danilo Gallinari jumper, wow, what a surprise. And then he has it on the quick timing, has the quick dribble style as a 6'10" small forward, power forward. Being able to do what he can, pretty nice. It just can feel a little bit clunky sometimes. And then we have Christian Laettner. Christian Laettner is kind of that guy. I'm actually really like this Christian Laettner. He's got jump shot 31, I think, on the quick timing. And can really play in the post, can really finish, can still go out there and shoot the 3-ball. In my opinion, this Christian Laettner is a really damn nice card that not as many people are too hyped about. And then last but not least, Kyrie Irving. Again, another one of those guys who is going to be shooting a lot of threes, playmaking really well, and have some okay defense. His dribble style, though, is pretty trash, but Kyrie is just fun to go out there and dribble with, man. Then we got the Demon Tier. The Demon Tier, we're starting off with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, obviously that one of those jack of all trades, kind of power forward, 6'10", can shoot, he can play make, he can play some good defense, he can play make pretty well actually. It's just 6'10", normal jumper. That's why he's not best of the best, because obviously his out of position card will be. Zach LaVine, the LaVine jumper on normal, the quick dribble style, some great offensive game, some great slashing. He's gonna dunk on literally everybody. His defense is pretty all around nice. Zach LaVine's just good. Sidney Moncrief is in contention for one of the best defensive guards in the entire game. And then he's got jump shot 28 on quick with a quick dribble style. I love Sidney Moncrief. If I'm ever using a shorter PG, it's this Sidney. He's super nice. Richard Hamilton, Rip Hamilton, he's got jump shot 40 on quick dribble style, some great all-around defense, and it's just a 3-and-D god that can still put the ball on the deck. It's a good card. Pat Burke, set shot 16 on quick. Pat Burke is just nice for a free Galaxy Opal. I think Demon Tier is definitely fair for him. Mon Ginobili has the XM base on quick. Once you evo him, the quick dribble style, he's going to be better offensively than he is on the defensive end, but I still really like this Manu Ginobili card. I highly recommend it to a lot of people. He's just super nice. Magic Johnson. Magic is, again, a really unorthodox but fun card if you can find a way to make him work. But if you can't, he can feel really clunky and awkward. But at 6'9", being able to really do everything, hit his magic jumper on quick is pretty nice. I just don't really like his dribble style, so sometimes he can be a little bit tough to use. Next up, we got the man Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball, we all kind of know what he does. Lonzo is a crazy good defender and a really good playmaker that has a smooth, buttery, consistent jumper that can still get the basket and dunk on everybody. Larry Bird plays so much better defense than he probably should. Like Larry Bird, absolutely insane, and has the Bird jumper, which is probably one of the easiest time jumpers in the game, in my opinion. Gets to the basket and dunks on people, but seriously, the defense on Larry is kind of crazy. Chris Webber is one of those kind of jack of all trades, do it all kind of power forwards. Jump shot 22 on the quick timing, fundamental dribble style, is an amazing slasher. He's gonna be a great shooter. He can play make really well. He can put the ball on the deck if you need him to. Like, just Chris Webber is a great card. Get him if you can. Next up is Kenyon Martin, a card that I forgot to put in my best cards tier list, so I apologize for anybody that uses Kenyon and wanted to know where he ranked. But here you see him in the Galaxy Opal Tier List. I just forget that this card exists because nobody uses him. But Kenyon has jump shot. Basically, Kenyon Martin is a better Obi Toppin in nearly every way. got the jumper on quick, got a better dribble style. He's got just as good a slashing. He's got better shooting. He's got better defense. He's got better playmaking. Kenny Martin is actually a really solid card. Joel Embiid, jump shot 47 on the normal timing. Great back to the basket big that can still go out there and shoot it. I mean, we all kind of know what Joel Embiid does. If you ever watched an Embiid game, he does all that in 2K. Period. We got the damn demon again. Jerry Stackhouse, jump shot 1 on the quick timing. Jerry is dunking on everybody's head, like absolutely putting posters out there. And then on top of that, jump shot 1 on that quick timing is actually super solid. And the dude is just an all-around really good card. Even has some solid defense. So I think, again, people sleep on Jerry Stackhouse just because the name doesn't really excite them. But he is a really good card. Next up is Jalen Rose, 6'8" guy that plays the point guard position. He gets jump shot 32 on quick and has some really good defense all around. He's a really good card. Hakeem Olajuwon is essentially the Marcus All that we talked about, where you got that set shot 18 jumper on quick, but he's better. He's just as good defensively, if not maybe a little bit better. Slightly worse in shooting, but a better post guy, a better finisher, a slightly better playmaker, and he is a lot faster, which is just a massive W when you compare the two cards. Giannis is crazy. 7 foot small forward, essentially, that can go out there with the quick timing jumper, the Giannis jumper on quick, and is one of the best defenders just all around at every single position, every single time he's out there on the court. You really can't get much better than this Giannis. Honestly, he's actually crazy good. Next up is my man Elgin Baylor. I love the Brook Lopez base, and you put it on quick, you give him the quick dribble style all around. This Elgin Baylor is great. The only way that you can make Elgin better is if you allowed him to play point guard. Other than that, he really is that good. Dolph Schayes, jump shot 38 on quick. Only way you can make this Dolph Schayes better, give him the quick jumper timing, and then you get a better Dolph Schayes. But he's still a really good card. He's still a really fun card that a lot of people should at least give a shot to, because he's actually really, really fun, or just get peak dominated card. Next up is De'Aaron Fox. We talked about John Morant. He's just John Morant essentially with that Paul George jumper on the quick timing. I mean, De'Aaron Fox is a great card. I just hate the fact that I gotta go out there and play 20 damn domination games to go ahead and get him. So he probably won't be touching my squad. Danny Manning, jump shot 4 in the quick timing, is obviously one of the better jumpers in the game right now. And then you take that and give it to a 6'10" guy that can play make damn well, who can dunk at everybody, who can play make really damn good. He can play some great defense. He's 6'10". I mean, Danny Manning is one of my favorite cards in the game right now. Honestly, the dude's just super nice. Next up is Kevin Garnett. He's got, I think, jump shot 58 on the quick timing. I do think that Kevin Garnett has one of the most beta jumpers in the game, but his defense is all around insanely good, so he's got to get up there. And the last but not least is Jason Tatum. Best cone of the game. He's got that base dribble style, but the dude's got jump shot 107, and it is so money. The thing just does not miss. Tatum's a damn demon. And then we got one last tier, the Demon's tier, the best of the best tier. The Cade Cunningham is starting us off. 6'8" PG that has jump shots 80 on a quick, and the quick dribble style. Can do everything. Cade Cunningham is in best of the best. Anthony Davis is a 6'10" small forward with the jumper on the quick timing. He's got insanely good defense, and he can play the shooting guard. He's best of the best. Tim Duncan jumper on it very quick. Some of the best defense you'll find with a power forward, and he's insanely cheap because people sleep on him. Pick him up. Scottie Pippen, jump shot 30, quick timing, quick dribble style, and some of the best defense you'll find in the game. Scottie Pippen is a beast and is cheap because people sleep on him. Pick him up. Scotty Barnes, when you evo him, gets the John Ball jumper on very quick. The shifty dribble style is some of the best defense I've ever used in the game, and people sleep on him, so pick him up. Rudy Gay jumper on quick. The quick dribble style has got that D-Rose combo with the Scotty behind the bag. I mean, all around, this Rudy Gay is seriously one of the best cards that I've used, in my team. I think he's just super good all around, and people should definitely start giving him a try because he's super nice. Reggie Lewis has that Kemba Walker jumper on quick, like a lot of other cards do, but the difference is that his defense is absolutely insane, and he's a 6'8" 2 guard. So people definitely need to stop sleeping on Reggie Lewis, or need to start getting him. Ralph Sampson, probably one of the best, paint defenders that you could use in my team right now. The guy actually blocks every single shot that you put up into the paint, and it is kind of crazy. And then he is one of the best paint mashing bigs in the entire game. Like, the dude actually cannot be stopped in there. He's just all around great. A bit of a beta jumper, but we can all get over it from time to time. Next is my man Oscar Robertson, jump shot 49 on the very quick timing. I think that Oscar is just crazy good. He's currently my starting PG because I just love this guy. His rebounding is insanely good. His defense is great. Like, all around, there really just isn't anything that he is severely lacking in. He's just good at everything, and that jumper a lot better than some people may think it is. Morris Peterson, jump shot 14 on quick, 6'7" 2 guard that can play make, play defense, shoot everywhere, dunk at everybody. He's great. Yao Ming, 6'7" or 7'6", 7'6" center that can shoot. That's all I need to say. Klay Thompson is up next. Klay obviously is a 3-and-D specialist, a 3-and-D god. There's really nothing that Klay can't do. And shifty dribble style, Klay's great. Honestly, Klay's great. And then we got Kevin Durant started out here. KD is definitely one of those I can kind of do whatever I want guys. You know, super tall, shifty dribble style really is just insanely good. And it's kind of surprising that I don't see more people using him. I don't know. It just seems like KD would be another card that people would be excited to use. But hey, make him cheap. Dwayne Wade, D-Wade, jumper on quick, twit dribble style, one of the best defensive, PGs that I have used in my team this year. It is just absolutely insane what this card can do. And I think more people need to start using him because he is actually like insanely good, honestly, like insanely good. So again, people need to start putting some respect on his name and start using him. DeMarcus Cousins, the set shot 8 on a quick, shifty dribble style, 6'10", kind of center. He's just insanely good. Like, he's just crazy good. D-Rob is one of the best jumpers in the game for a center, and then you take that, give him some of the best defense in the game. He's dunking on everybody. He's playmaking well. D-Rob is obviously up there in the top tier. DeMar DeRozan for a PG is just crazy. Trey Burke jumper on quick at 6'7". He's dunking on everybody. He's got great dribbling. His defense is good on the perimeter, but kind of weak inside. He's just all around good. And then Cincinnati's Powell. I mean, he's the unlimited reward. They give him the X and base on quick, a great dribble style, great defense, great playmaking, great shooting, great finishing. He's just all around juiced. So all around great. So that is the Opals tier list. Make sure you check out both of these pages where you comment, where's this guy, where's that guy. If I still missed them, I apologize. But, you miss some players when you're putting, near 100 cards in the tier list. So like if you guys did enjoy, make sure you check out all the other tier lists linked in the description down below. Point guards through centers, the best cards tier list, and the dark matter tier list all be linked down there. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.